joining us live here at Laval Underground Surveys. Headquartered here in Fresno, California. Eric's joining me here.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna sneak in the back. All right, well, good morning. And yes, like Kristina said, thank you so much for joining us. This is exciting. Obviously, with trade shows shut down and open houses limited as well, this is a great way to connect with you. You know, we wish we could be out in the field seeing all of you in person, but this will have to do for now, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're joining us today, we're conducting our $50 Amazon gift card giveaway. Over the last month and a half, we've been collecting entries from customers who've been kind enough to send us pictures of themselves in the field using our products, either themselves or their team. And I'm going to tell you what those were for in just a moment. But we've had some really great entries over the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, some really great pictures, videos, you know, just enabling us to be there without actually being there.
Yeah, it's been really exciting. And it's always fun. You know, we get to see a lot of you at trade shows that we've mentioned, but we don't always get to see applications in the field. So anytime that we're able to view these products being used as they were intended, that's really kind of a big thrill for us.
Yeah, it's really fun, really fun.
So to just kind of cover some of the entries that we received, we've had a variety of them. Some have been bore saver applications, some have been camera applications, and it's been a really nice mix of both. But I guess now I can sort of share what the intent was behind collecting all of these. And that is, we are launching a brand new website. You can find all of these pictures at the end of this live stream will be included in a blog post on our new website. But if you visit lavalunderground.com today, you're going to see an all new redesign. It's mobile friendly, it's fresh, it's innovative. Searching for information is easier than it ever has been before. We've got a great download section that contains brochures, manuals, everything that you need, whether you're starting your research into a borehole camera or well chemical solution, or you already have an existing system and you're looking for more information. So it's really a great place to come and visit, and we invite you to check it out. Again, it's lavalunderground.com. It's mobile responsive, so whether you're on a tablet or a cell phone, it's a great place to learn more about our products.
Absolutely. And while you're, looking at lavalunderground.com, feel free to check out our sister site, boresaver.com as well. That'll give you, all the information and more that you need on our well rehab chemicals as well too, and blogs on that, different ways you can use it too. It's good information to have.
It is good information. You mentioned the blogs, which I think is really exciting. The blog is going to be a great resource over the next couple of months, moving into next year and beyond, for information about how to use the product, best practices, tips, new information, customer applications, things that we find are really useful and impactful for our customers. You're going to be able to find that information on the blog. With that in mind, I would say if you haven't already, consider signing up for our e-blast as well, because on our e-blast, we cover a lot of the information that is new that occurred over the last 4 weeks. So if you're not able to look at the website on a routine basis, the e-blast is a great way to kind of come up to speed and learn about what's new and exciting here at Laval Underground Surveys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of new and exciting, we've got a new website, but we've also got some really exciting deep water systems that are in process right now.
Yeah, it's every once in a while we have a plethora of systems that come in, and I think it's just that time of the decade where they all come in at once. And we've got a lot of different camera systems that we're working on. If you follow us at all on social media, you'll see that Eric has been, covering one of our systems for Miami-Dade Water Resources out in Florida, and it's a big system, but we take these things from stem to stern, and so we want to be able to cover that and let you see how custom they can be and how nice they can really be, and how much work really goes into a system like that.
And you mentioned work. It is a ton of work. And in fact, in one of the e-blasts that we did back in November, we covered a lot of the work that goes into designing these deep water systems, because I think the assumption is they sort of show up and you just put the camera system in and you're off and running. But the reality is there is a lot of really heavy engineering that goes into designing these. They're bespoke interiors. So you've got a lot of options when it comes to how you want the layout, what type of winch you want, how many feet of cable come on the system, where you want the operator's console positioned, if you want additional storage or not, a lot of options. And so I will invite you, and it's something, again, that we'll be highlighting on our blog. If you haven't taken a look at what the process is, the steps that go into it, we'll post the interview that we had with Katie Berard, who's one of our head engineers here at Laval Underground Surveys. And she talked a little bit about those early stages that go into designing a vehicle or trailer-based or skid-based platform, from the moment it arrives all the way to delivery to the customer. So we're pretty excited. We've got at least 2 of those that are going to be heading out the door soon, and then another one that's in process now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So before we get to the drawing, and I know that's what everybody is here for, I'm going to keep you waiting just a few minutes longer. Kristina, this year, 2021, and really 2020, if we're frank, has been unprecedented in terms of our ability to connect with our customers.
Yeah.
I mentioned it at the onset. It's been exceptionally difficult because normally we would see all of you at trade shows, or we'd see you at an open house, or we'd see you at a customer visit. And because of travel restrictions and, of course, COVID, we've been unable to do that. So, Kristina, what are some of the innovative ways that you've been able to connect with your customers given the year-long absence that we've had?
Yeah, it's a good question. And first and foremost, we miss seeing you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
If that hasn't been said already, it's something I definitely want to make sure we put out there, because as much as it seems like we just come to a trade show to pitch product, it's a way for us to connect with you guys and really bring ourselves into the groundwater community in general, and we like being there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big part of our lives in general. But different ways to connect with people has been, of course, challenging. But what's been really nice is that as technologies move forward, so has our ways and our abilities to be able to connect with people for such a time as this. And so one of the really cool ways that we've been doing it is virtual trainings. So I know that you can do all sorts of training and see all sorts of things like on YouTube here, but we actually do specialized bespoke presentations for companies, customers. In general, we put stuff on YouTube and online. We do go-to meetings, Zoom meetings. We do all sorts of different online type of meetings and ways for people to understand our product, make people more knowledgeable. If someone has a specific application or they use chemicals, great. We have a whole way for you to understand what our chemicals do. And how to use them, as well as our cameras. It can be confusing, choosing a camera. And so we want to make sure that you know everything there is to know about a camera before you start to make that decision. And that's what we're here for, because we can't go to these trade shows. Those take days. Sometimes these presentations take max an hour,
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a really easy way for you and your customers, or, the branches that you work with for distributors, to be able to learn more about the products with very, very little downtime. And so that's something easy that we love putting
Mm-hmm.
together for customers to be able to talk through them. Another way is, different open houses, which of course we can't go to, but I know that there have been some branches and some distributorships that are still doing things kind of virtually. Sometimes they're still putting in discounts from what I've heard, even though there's no physical open house, they've been doing, special discounts. So definitely check in with your distribution, see if that's going on, because I know that there are some in the U.S. that are still doing that. And the other way that's been really interesting and really fun has actually been the associations themselves. They've been putting on virtual trainings, and they're still, some of them are doing half and half. Some of them are still going forward with full, trade shows themselves. But I think of Wisconsin right now. Wisconsin Water Well Association is actually doing sort of a in between, but they're also doing a virtual training platform. And so you can go online, view some of those. I know I just did one recently on water well chemicals that you can check out on Wisconsin. So lots of trade shows and associations are starting to move into that sort of phase of things now. So it's really exciting. It's a way for us to connect again without actually being there.
Now, speaking of that, you just did a session for Wisconsin on water well chemicals, and that's a session that we'll be posting this week as well to our YouTube channel. So if you're interested in seeing that, but you're absolutely right. It's a great way to get a ton of information. It's really comprehensive. And just because we can't be with you physically doesn't mean that we don't have valuable information to share. It's a great way to get that out. I really like that tip, though. Absolutely. Just because there may not be a physical open house, to your point, a lot of the distributorships may be running open house promotions regardless of the physical space. So certainly check with them, because it may now be a great advantageous time to consider purchasing a product.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess we've kept them waiting long enough.
I don't know what else we have.
It's probably time, Kristina. As you can see here, we've got our Bore Saver bucket. We've got all of the entries, all the names. I'm going to let you do the honors. Shake it up, and let's see who's won the $50 Amazon gift card.
Here. Okay, I've got a lot of them in here. Thank you to all of our entries here. All right, I've pulled one out. Okay.
Ooh, Peter Chase.
Pete Chase. Yeah,
Excellent.
Pete
Pete Chase.
Chase.
Congratulations,
Go.
Pete.
Yes.
You have won.
Sounds good.
So,
Sounds good.
yes, absolutely. Clap. So to give a little backstory in terms of Pete's entry, and these, again, we'll be submitting all of these on our website, lavalunderground.com. You can check the blog and you'll be able to see the photos that we've collected and learn some of the backstories as well. But to give some context, Chase sent a great picture of an RCAM being used in the Wisconsin State Capitol, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's I don't want to exaggerate, but I know the well is at least 100 years old.
It's very old.
Maybe older than that.
Yes.
And what's really interesting about it is it's built inside the State House.
Yes.
It's sort of at the base of these stairs, and you wouldn't really know that there's a water well there, but it is. And so the picture is the RCAM beneath these stairs inside the state capitol surveying this well. It's a really unique application.
Yeah, it was a funny picture. When we first got it, we thought, what are we looking at here to begin with? And then we realized when we talked to a bit more, was that, oh wow, this is actually being used inside of a really old building. That's a really old well. And that again is the perfect picture because it really goes to show that portable system can be used just about anywhere. So
absolutely. I think Pete probably has one of the most advantageous positions to be able to use the system. And he's inside. He's out of the weather. It's not hot. It's a great place.
Yeah.
Pete's being in the sun.
And especially if you have to lug that up or downstairs.
Yeah, exactly.
Way to go, Pete. Yeah.
So congratulations, Pete. We'll be in touch in regards to your $50 Amazon gift card. This is something we've had so much fun doing. I imagine we'll be doing it again later in the year. So if you have a picture you weren't able to enter this time around, by all means, we'll probably be running this contest again, I imagine, either late summer or early fall. But we'll certainly keep you updated. And as if we haven't emphasized it enough, visit lavalundergroundsurveys.com. You'll find all the latest news and information about what we're doing, contest promotions, new product information available there. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. It was good to see you all, and give us a call, shoot us an email, let us know how things are going.
Yeah, absolutely. You can reach us here locally at our office. Our number is area code 559-251-1396, or find us online at lavalundergroundsurvey.com. But thank you all. Stay healthy, stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you in person before too long.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.